Hello boys and girls from year 1, welcome to Miss Ryman story time. This is the story that we're going to listen to today. It's called Peace at Last by Jill Murphy. Have a little think where you've heard the name Jill Murphy before. First we're going to have a little think what the word peace means. You might need a grown-up to help you look on the computer to find out what the word peace means if you're not sure. Where have you heard that word peace before? Have you heard grown-ups talk about, I hope for world peace? Have you heard people in church say peace be with you? When do you use this word peace? Have a little think. And if you want to draw, write your ideas down and then you can send them to me if you're in class 4 or send them to Miss Guest if you're in class 3. Let's have a look at the front of this book now. Peace at Last by Jill Murphy. Have a look. We've got Mr. Bear here. He looks very peaceful in that picture, doesn't he? What do we think this story is going to be about? Where have you heard Jill Murphy before? That's right, in this week's book that we've been doing called Whatever Next. It's the same writer and you're going to see some of the characters that are the same as well. Now here he looks very peaceful. If we look at the back of the story, can you see in that picture there? Does he still look very peaceful in this picture? That's a little clue as to what's going to happen in this book. So let's turn the pages and open the book. That gives us a little clue as to what time of day this story takes place. Here's the title page, Peace at Last by Jill Murphy. The hour was late. Mr. Bear was tired, Mrs. Bear was tired, and Baby Bear was tired. Oh, I hope you can see we've got 3 little dots here. Can you remember what we call that and why we use it? Have a little think. These little dots here again. So they all went to bed. Up they go, Mr. Bear, Mrs. Bear and Baby Bear. Mrs. Bear fell asleep. Mr. Bear didn't. Mrs. Bear began to snore. Went Mrs. Bear. Went Mrs. Bear. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and he went to sleep in Baby Bear's room. Let's find out if he gets to go to sleep there. Baby Bear was not asleep either. He was lying in bed pretending to be an aeroplane. Meow, went Baby Bear. Meow, meow. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and he went to sleep in the living room. Tick tock, went the living room clock. Tick tock, cuckoo, cuckoo. What do you think's happening, boys and girls, if we can hear a cuckoo sound? Have a little think. That's right, the clock is telling us what time it is, and it's especially telling us what hour it is. Now, if you have this book, or you might be able to zoom in, you'll be able to see that the big hand is pointing to the 12 and the little hand is pointing to the 2. So that says it is 2 o'clock, but it's not 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, very early in the morning, Oh, poor Mr. Bear. Oh no, said Mr. Bear, I can't stand this. So he went off to sleep in the kitchen. Drip, drip went the leaky kitchen tap. Went the refrigerator. Oh no, said Mr. Bear, I can't stand this. So he got up and he went to sleep in the garden. Well, you would not believe what noises there are in the garden at night. Twit twoo went the owl. Snuffle snuffle went the hedgehog. Meow meow sang the cats on the wall. Oh no, said Mr. Bear, I can't stand this. So he went off to sleep in the car. It was cold in the car and uncomfortable, but Mr. Bear was so tired that he didn't notice. He was just falling asleep when all the birds started to sing and the sun peeped in at the window. Tweet, tweet went the birds. Shine, shine went the sun. Oh no, said Mr. Bear, I can't stand this. So he got up and he went back into the house. In the house, Baby Bear was fast asleep and Mrs. Bear had turned over and wasn't snoring anymore. Mr. Bear got into bed and closed his eyes. Peace at last, he said to himself. Vroom, 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 went the alarm clock. Vroom. Mrs. Bear sat up and rubbed her eyes. Good morning, dear, she said. Did you sleep well? Not very well, dear, yawned Mr. Bear. Never mind, said Mrs. Bear. I'll bring you a nice cup of tea. And she did. Poor Mr. Bear. What is Baby Bear doing in this picture? That's right. Baby Bear has brought the post and he's standing on Mr. Bear in bed. Look at Mr. Bear's eyes. They are shocking. When Mrs. Bear asked Mr. Bear why he didn't sleep very well, what do you think he'll say? You could cut out a speech bubble out of a piece of paper, just like this, and you could write Mr. Bear's answer on the speech bubble to Mrs. Bear's question. I hope you enjoyed this story. Bye for now, and I'll see you again another time. Bye.